Imagine Jesus afraid of the internet, afraid of the news, global media. That's, that's a funny proposition, isn't it? Yet this is a very common theme I've seen in certain spiritual circles, non-duality, Course in Miracles, New Age groups, light workers, and things of that nature, of like this idea of we need to just stick to myself, and I don't need to and stick to thinking happy thoughts, and I don't need to take on what's out there. What a horrible cowering. What fear must be in the mind still. What smallness. What false humility. Stepping away from the magnitude and power of your mind to forgive and co-create. The rendering of darkness, the saying, and I get, you could say that this is often clung to as wisdom. You could use this to say, give unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. What of the Christ? What of those that cry out? At sometimes I'm even hesitant to speak on the things that I've seen, and some of it is just, the timing's not right, I guess. Like, it kind of doesn't really seem to come forth, but, the depth of deception on this planet, and with those that are even in service and capable, is still tremendous. Those that seek their rest in this world and their rewards in this world, I dare say you'll find it. You will get your reward there. And that's all you will receive. In truth, not to sound ominous, but your true inheritance cannot be taken from you. But you do have the power to delay it. You do have the power to stay and play in deception, to still cling to certain levels of smallness. And the scale that this is going on, I mean, that's the woe. What's that? Woe, Jerusalem. The terror of the situation. And we have power. We don't have to fear anything. We could change this world, but we have to be willing to look on it. I find a lot that are, have the power and the potential to step into a place of co-creating or falling into two traps right now. There's two individual explicit traps that I'm seeing. One of them is this place of emptiness, this place of complete emptiness, and it's essentially relinquishing your sovereignty and abilities of co-creation to surrender prematurely to a false mind. Now that sounds, oh my God, what is he talking about? Well, there are beings, there are powers that, are happy to give in this world. They're happy to not bother you, to allow you to stay in certain bubbles, for you to passively condone what seems to be going on, for you to not step into the working of miracles and just stay in a place of peace, because the miracles would require you acknowledge certain contrast. Be willing to step into certain turbulence and really see if you have the peace that surpasses understanding, or if you just have conditions. If that peace is conditional. You might not really want to be honest with yourself about that, huh? That's a tough one. I know from experience. I don't speak to anybody but myself when I do these videos. So that's one side. The other side is to fully embrace it, but to embrace it from a very selfish perspective that seems like wisdom. That seems like, okay, it's basically, and it's really simple, it's this live my best life mentality. I'm going to live my best life, and everybody else has free will, so they've chosen what they want. They have the power, and their suffering must be what they want. No, they've been manipulated and deceived, and that suffering is essentially being thrust upon them through that deception. And those with eyes to see, and the power and the voice of the Spirit, there is a certain responsibility to speak on that, to heal that, to offer that hand. To not just say, oh, so what, they've chosen that. I'm here now, I'm supposed to live my best life, and this will help them more than, me reaching out. But because really I'm afraid they could pull me back down. Because really I haven't stepped into the full power of my authority and magnitude, because I still have fear and I believe in that darkness and smallness, but I don't want to admit it. Because I'm afraid of being pulled and sucked into it. Ooh, might not want to get honest about that either, huh? Yeah, I know. It's a tough one. I have complete peace and love and beauty right now saying this, even though it seems to be a heavy subject. Say there's there's a little heaviness in the throat, because it is a heavy subject. It requires honesty, truth, really being willing to see, where are we really at? What are we really standing in? What do we serve? Where do we want the rewards that we are looking for? Where do we believe that our peace and truth of ourself can still be threatened? Where are we hiding out? Where are we pretending? It's okay. You can look on that too. I promise. It won't threaten you either. It's a lie as well. But there is power in truth. There is power in love. And we are being called to step into that. Now is the time. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? Do you continue to delay? I can't anymore. I won't anymore. Because I'm standing in so much love, so much peace, so much presence. I just can't help but go out. I love you. I love you. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you for sharing. Peace and love, y'all. Bye.